Now in the game, the Eagles are 8-9, Baltimore 82. Shit.
I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage.
They got good D, but Bosa hurt. Joe Bosa hurt. The Chargers like 4-2.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports
They lost to Cole and they lost to the Chiefs. Nah, that nigga ain't played none this year.
Here in Baltimore, Maryland.
That nigga Hunter Henry tore it ACL. He hurt. He out for the season.
And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're
Yeah,
set
that
to
nigga
go
a beast.
as the Ravens get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be
I hope I turn the
taken in
accelerated
at the
clock on. I probably ain't have a choice.
And it's a pretty good return
Yeah,
here
he's
as he'll
straight.
get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, go to the party and click on my name. Hold on, man.
Wentz now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. To throw, it's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
No way that nigga said that shit.
First drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's to the 10.
How the fuck that nigga get up and tackle me like that?
Is that one good for 15?
Man, that's some bullshit.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now it's Jackson. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point,
no.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
In my league, I cut Joe Flacco. I need to take Lamar Jackson. Yeah, that boy got one back in the day. Way back in the day.
27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start
like
that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to...
And now off to the races,
no way.
Right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 73 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, have the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Allen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle was made by Michael
That nigga hurt, though.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
That running, I remember that running back nigga. He was on the cover. It was straight trash. Yeah, one good year, that nigga Peyton Hillis.
40 to the 39.
Yeah, that nigga was trash.
On the pick up there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson to Allen on the dump off. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
You got that defense kind of hellable. You got niggas Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Detroit! On 2nd down, Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down. Detroit! Now Jackson on 1st down.
Good throw, boy.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Yeah.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will score. Touchdown.
That nigga ain't no joke, bro.
Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Damn, I missed that
Maybe
shit.
the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And they'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Winston, the Eagles now with a
okay, let my boy go no more.
At their own 27. Play action to Sproles. Wins. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
You probably tell me you gonna call him back.
Guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Break Carson Wentz ass. Yeah, you did.
Wentz to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
What? Come on, gang. Get the fuck out of here.
Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 73 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the return
okay, let's go to my real now. Ooh, that. Somebody say today.
45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
That man one play bombing my ass, bro. Ain't no way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Bannon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Detroit!
To get all 18.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
You bullshit.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Back 99, Philly, here we
go! Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Fuck this weak ass play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins.
Stay on your feet, boy. Go, get back up.
A 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
You only have 1 day off? Hell no.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28.
Gotta get used to him.
It goes
I
as a
called
gain
in
of 8 moves
Tuesday.
the chains.
Man, he fucked up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as
I'm
the
gonna find a
linebacker
hole.
was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think
Along
quarterbacks
my
gotta see
O-line
that.
block.
Gotta find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing is Jackson.
Come on, bro.
He's taken down.
We gone.
Fletcher Cox able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Oh, God, we
And
out
no
of
matter
here.
what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're
Pop
dealing
my
with some
boy
of the best
Crabtree.
athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't
Yeah,
playing
go to the
football,
bench.
they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the
Hell
field.
no,
This
for
a
what?
40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
Bonus goes probably 45-13 rating.
But they stiffen when they got close to the goal line.
I can't let you score out one play no more.
10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball
Nah,
down
I
the
swear
field
to
with
God it ain't.
dispatch and came away with points.
I'm going to pick this one off.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Damn,
The
pick that
improv
one
on the
off.
scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but
Best
instead,
thing you could have
he
did.
flipped it on its
Nigga
ear
forced that
and
bitch
ended
to
up
a
picking
pick.
up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a short one here, complete to his tight
And
end.
truck some.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on 1st down.
Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked
Let's
off
go.
by Brandon Carr. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe
I seen him there, I said, damn, he over there by himself.
I know I question his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed,
I thought you should have allowed it or threw it on my head or some shit. A high pass.
Position himself to make that interception.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the
He's black, he ain't
scramble.
gonna
It's
fumble.
2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Come on, Lamar.
Incomplete.
What the
He was
fuck,
looking
bro?
for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is
That
something
pad
we
was
all
pissed
chase,
post,
whether it's
son.
playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down. That's Allen. And he's got the 1st down
I
as
thought
he
that
gets
beat
it to
Tabitha
the
would
8.
swallow my ass.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes.
I ain't got shit to do with it. That nigga sent the house.
Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw.
That nigga blicking the shit on my ass, man.
And he goes down once more. Nigel Bradham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now.
You gonna drop everybody on 3rd and long,
So
huh?
2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Jackson.
That nigga want line. Let's go!
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough.
Yeah. I'm going for it. If I don't get it, he gonna be on the 3. No, I don't know about
2
that.
minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
They're gonna make or break the game right here. Whether he gonna quit or not. I'm gonna run it up if I score.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Let's go! That nigga want on that bitch. That nigga want on that bitch. That shit, that's crazy.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that.
Yeah, I'll take it though.
Your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having
I knew for sure that was a bad pass.
You see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it's spiked at that point for all the guys.
Nah, man, I told you I can't let you score no more, bro.
Instead, they get a
That
chance to
shit
celebrate.
dead.
What a tremendous catch. Bringing
That
it
one
down for
play,
a touchdown.
6 points. Hell no. That shit ain't supposed to happen like that. That nigga did that shit twice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Sproles.
Man, CJ Mosley gonna catch his little ass and flip him.
First play of the drive, a success.
Oh God, I hate to
19 yards.
analyze it.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with
Yeah,
the
I'm going straight for
interceptions
the
in this
history.
game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk
can't
about
change my play.
in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good.
Hold on, man. I gotta take Eric Water out. I ain't feeling him at all. Oh no, I gotta take my boy right here out though, man. I'm ready, shit. I had to take that nigga out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
You too damn slow, man, playing back there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. 3rd down here.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They fake the give. Now Wentz being chased out left. He can run for it.
No! I'll tell him you got it. 4th and inches.
But still 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs.
Just don't run it. You coming with that smoke.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It's a sneak.
You coming with that smoke.
This will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Good
It was
beat
too
up,
far
fella.
for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to not run.
Damn, you crushing my niggas over there.
That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there
We're
was the
gonna
right
start
call.
running out the bound. Fuck that,
Well,
so they
it's tough
won't
to be a
pump.
defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
It finds Crabtree for the completion. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
When I seen your safety walk down, I just knew that shit was gonna be open.
Yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores.
I've been playing this
especially
here for a minute though. Malcolm,
He
I'm
said
cold
those
this
could
shit
be
on
the
low.
ones that could finish
You
off
playing the
squad
league,
if
that
you
shit
let 'em.
get you right.
They've got the cushion. This half has been
You
theirs.
tied in gag whoop.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking
I've been
about
trying to learn how to play
jumpstarting your
defense
team,
for the last
right?
couple,
You just
man. I've
mentioned
finally learned how to play
down,
that
trying
shit.
to get back into the game. But you got to figure if
At first I was
something
all
goes
offense and
wrong,
no
you may
defense.
put
So
yourself
Joe
in a
used to get
spot
on my
where you
ass.
may not
I
be
got
able
tired of
to
that
come back
shit.
in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision
Yeah,
here.
over and that nigga killed me. They straight.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And incomplete
Trying to pick it
there.
off.
A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Damn.
It's a room to maneuver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Yeah, you had it.
Now
You would
the
have
Raven
blocked.
defense going to call a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
That nigga going for it again.
How about this one now? In
Don't
their own
do it.
territory, a gutsy
Don't
call.
give it to me right
They're
here.
going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And
I
he'll have it
bullshitting
past
myself.
midfield
I did
almost
thought
to
you
the
was running that
40
hole.
before
I
being
shouldn't-
taken down.
Yeah.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it
We
with 10
straight. We gonna
seconds
give
to
him a
go
point.
before halftime. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Carson calling my ass up.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And
Man.
the collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Good defense, man. I thought you was dunked on. Hey, that nigga that tall is a bit. Yeah, he dropped it. He dropped that hole. That nigga dropped that bit. I thought he dunked on him, but he dropped it.
42 as they come
They
up
hit, knocked
second
it
and
out.
10.
Yeah, that was a whole ass shit.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by
Damn.
Tony Jefferson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. More now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You're a
I think the last
motherfucker,
two
Michael
plays
Vick.
really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays you can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Jackson on second down. Caught right side.
Damn, you read that? Yeah, you read that like a
That
book.
catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping
Then I
for
thought I
when
threw
you
a
run
pick.
drag routes,
He went for the
you're
hit
able to hit
stick,
a
though.
receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He may try and run for this. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit!
Yeah, you got a choice. Can't go no
They'll
worse
run it
than
now
this.
out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to
I ain't gonna let
the
you kill him.
tackle. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this time he's got
Damn.
It's complete.
Chill out, Malcolm.
And inside the 20 before he's brought
Yeah,
down.
no, I'm gonna take that ass
11
out.
more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Like you bringing that
And
smoke.
looked like some
False
movement
start.
there.
Dumbass
Let's
nigga.
get the call. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Good, good. Good, good. No. Check, Patriot.
Jackson operating from the gun. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it's a second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Ravens on 3rd down. That's far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. They'll take it.
That nigga got out of there. Alright. I got kicked out of the part a long time ago then, huh? I didn't even know, 'cause I can still hear Malcolm, man. I don't even know who I want. I don't know who I want that shit. We play the Chiefs. We can play with the Texans.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Let's go. Run the ball after this. Lock it. Sit up.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is good. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
You see it? You see it? Watch it, watch it. You see it? You see it?
On third down, Trubisky. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but
from midfield now, here's Trubisky.
I should have kept running over there.
His throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Ooh, good D, boy.
Loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6 6-yard line. Eddie Goldman in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Let's take it at around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Flag 22! Flag 22!
After the interception, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Griffin's got it, middle of the field. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Down! Flag 22! Flag 22!
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Watson on the crossing route, complete. That's Hopkins. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Richmond.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Watson underneath for Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now it's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Spins past it, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, CD, a quick look back at Week 4 in the NFL. Not good for rookie QBs. They went 0 for 4. You had Rosen and Mayfield making their first starts. Both close losses.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold took on Jacksonville, one of the better defenses in the league. That's a tough go, and obviously lost that game. And then how about Josh Allen in Buffalo going to Green Bay? The Packers wearing the throwback uniforms. He almost didn't have a chance in that one. That was a really difficult one. But you mentioned Rosen and Mayfield. Close losses, acquitted themselves pretty well overall, although Mayfield did turn it over 4 times in the game. But I like what we're seeing out of him. The one winner, though, was Lamar Jackson, but it doesn't go on his record. He wasn't the starting quarterback, used a little bit in their game in their win over Pittsburgh.
Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, while we have a second, wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom one-of-a-kind gold 99 club cleats and gloves reserved for guys like Antonio Brown, Gronk, and Luke Kuechly.
And you and I were fortunate enough to get an early sneak peek at them. And I'll tell you, for my money, really cool thing that they're doing. Sharp, sharp look. And how cool will it be for those guys to be part of that exclusive club and have something that no one else in the league has that signifies them as 99s. That's pretty cool.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Trubisky forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Watson looking to throw on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Wide open receiver complete. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Back 22! Back 22!
On first down, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 2nd and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a nifty return of 29 yards, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DJ Reader in there to get him for a loss of 5. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, what a juke into space. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down, being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney Mercilus in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Trubisky will throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And for the throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Back to throw, Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. He can run for it. The ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky out to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Howard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Black 99, Philly. Come back, come back.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air yet again. Watson. Room here to run. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you? And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Floyd in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 66 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards, and the Texans cut into that lead. And he's got it up and through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles.